Welcome back. You're watching Newsx. My name is Vineet. The Aam Aadmi Party has released its manifesto for Delhi, making 15 promises called Kejriwal Ki Guarantee, from 100% jobs guarantee to roads like those in Europe and cleaning the Yamuna. Aam Aadmi Party banks on these 15 promises to mark a return in Delhi. The BJP, on the other hand, has released its full manifesto in 3 parts, taking 16 Sankalps for a Viksit Delhi. Congress detailed manifesto is awaited, but they have promised to implement Yuva Udan Yojana, which will provide rupees 8,500 to youths without a job. But at the center of attention are the revolves or freebies announced for women, youth, transport, healthcare, electricity and water, which pose the question, is Delhi election a battle of revolves or is it a battle of parties? We'll discuss this with our guest. Joining us on the show is Anuja Kapoor, BJP spokesperson. Dr. Nimi Rastogi, Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, also joins us on the program. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, Congress spokesperson, is also here with us. Last but by no means the least, Advocate Manasvi Thapad also joins us on the show. All right, Dr. Nimi Rastogi, I'll begin with you. Mr. Kejriwal has promised that he's going to be making Delhi roads as equivalent and as good as in Europe. He's also promised jobs. He's also promised that the sewage system in Delhi is going to be upgraded, because we see what happens to Delhi when it rains. But the fact of the matter is, Nimi Rastogi, that these are promises that Kejriwal has made in the past as well. Would you say that this would also be insulting the intelligence of the Delhi voter? That why would they vote for a party that has still promises to fulfill the promises that they made at the beginning of their tenure?
Absolutely not, Vineet. In fact, if you look carefully, these are all new promises, in the sense that this is rather extension of the previously unfulfilled promises that we are brave enough and confident enough to concede that these are the 3 things: Yamuna, roads and continuous water, that we've not been able to fully deliver. But other than that, the Sanjeevani Yojana, the Mahila Samman Yojana, the tenants also getting the benefit of free water and electricity, the Ambedkar scholarship, and a whole lot of things, the Pujari Granthi Yojana. These are new promises, and not just the promises, these are actually the guarantees. The nomenclature is very important, because Arvind Kejriwal's compliance of the promises is very, very high. If you take a look at free electricity, free water, and the free bus travel, that has actually empowered women. So guarantee word is being coined by Arvind Kejriwal in politics, and he is very happy to continue with it. So it's Kejriwal's guarantee. It is a signed manifesto. And he has said that the first decision that he is going to take will be clearing Mahila Samman Yojana. That means just few days left and women of Delhi will start receiving this promised amount in their account.
All right, Anuja, would you like to respond? I can already see a smile on your face. That means there was something amusing which was said by Nimi Rastogi. What is that amuses you, Anuja?
Jai Shri Ram, and good evening to all of you. What amuses me is that the guarantee failure is talking about the guarantees. I am very sorry. I feel sorry for the AAP spokesperson who says, and she's saying, admitting by herself, that they have not been able to fulfill the 3 guarantees. And now I'm sorry, ma'am, please allow me. So the AAP spokesperson is telling that the 3 guarantees are not being fulfilled, and Arvind Kejriwal, quote and unquote, has said the same thing in his manifesto. Now, what we look closely is, I congratulate Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami. What we said, we did. UCC is implemented. So congratulations to India.
So what you're saying? So what you're saying? Jo kaha wo kiya.
Correct. And believe me, these people, I have a list of what Modi ji just did today. Even if it was not in the manifesto, but we are doing apart from the manifesto. Look about Arvind Kejriwal shamelessly, what he has not only put the Delhi under the deficit area for the first time in 31 years in 1993. The expenditure is exceeding its receipts. Their finance department is telling to CM, revenue surplus state was there before Arvind Kejriwal. Now the city has to borrow rupees 3,000 to 6,000 crore. What is all the freebies he is talking about? But you understand, Vineet, I feel very sorry for them also. You know what, as I am the cluster 7 Palika of Lalbagh, I have seen and I have gone live on various areas in the cluster where we have shown the garbage, we have shown the dirty and the narrow sewage pipes. We have seen how the women have stayed. I have stayed 2 nights. I have seen in 4x4 square area, there is just a small hole where these women have to go in the night because the toilet closes by the disuk at 10:30 in the night. Vineet, it's, I'm telling you, it is so dangerous for these women who are pregnant, and there are many problems with the women. 10:30, they close it, they open it up at 4:30. Can you believe how the torturous life these women are sharing? I could not go from 10:30 to 4:30 in the morning. They just told me, ma'am, wo mori hai, wahan chale jaiye. You know, I was crying the whole night. I could not understand what these people are doing, and we were finding our blessings in our own selves. I am proud of being a BJP spokesperson because what Modi has done, he has made Padma Awards into People Awards. And today, the Work Amendment, the bill is also been cleared. So what we see is in Jammu Kashmir, where Modi has at his own time said, कि तिरंगा झंडा फहरा कर जाऊंगा लाल चौक पे. He has done that. What we are looking into is the Aam Aadmi Party shamelessly saying कि हमने 3 गारंटियां पूरी नहीं करी है और हम वापस आके करेंगे. Man, this is your place. BJP is not the government here. We are the people who are giving the guarantees. We are doing it in all over Bharat. Leaving Delhi. आपने दिल्ली के अंदर आयुष्मान भारत तक आपने लागू नहीं किया. The Supreme Court has given you the ultimatum of doing that. Mohalla clinics are places of dogs, cats, house.
Vineet, can
How
I
do
reply?
you do it?
Yeah, one second.
Please allow
One
me
second.
to- just a second.
You wrap it up, Anuja.
I would also like to say that today Virendra Sachdeva ji has also showed that 30,000 Mahila Samman Yojana form. You know that, Vineet, it's been discarded in the garbage. They have put the women privacy compromise. That form has the personal details of PAN cards, voter card, Aadhaar card,
Okay,
and the
all
bank
right, okay.
details. How would we achieve? He's talking about women. Talk about Swati Maliwal.
Okay, let her respond. Okay, let her respond. Dr. Rastogi, respond quickly, please. I have to take other panelists as well. They've been patiently
Vineet,
waiting and they
Vineet,
haven't interrupted.
Every BJP spokesperson is a clone of Modi and Shah, that is high decibel, abusing, false narratives, lies, and then label the person useless. Right? So we were talking one-on-one onto what BJP could do for Delhi. What is their vision? What is the employment rate of Delhi? What is the employment rate of UP? What is the state of education and schools in UP versus Haryana versus Delhi? No, they will always smirk, sarcasm, throw mud on Arvind Kejriwal, on Aam Aadmi Party, and walk away with saying that I feel sorry. Well, Delhi doesn't buy all these things. You talk mainly on the agenda. You tell me what is the employment rate of Delhi. If I asked Anuja, she would know. Employment rate of Delhi is already very good, which is unemployment rate very dismal, which is 2.4, and the national unemployment rate is
Okay, Anuja, stop it. Anuja, stop it, please. Anuja.
No, Vineet, this is
No,
amazing.
1 second. I'll give you an opportunity. Okay, I'll give you an opportunity. All right. Everybody's going to get turns. Okay, this is not how a debate functions. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, I want you to come in now. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, thank you. All right.
30 minutes, 30 seconds.
No, ma'am. 10 seconds.
Has been rejected by their own states. In Haryana, 600 hospitals closed. saying that Modi ji is just
But see,
saying
this
the
is
thing,
my
not
problem, Dr.
implementing.
Nimi Rastogi. This is exactly my problem. That when you start this tooth, ma'am, this is exactly my problem. When the tutu ma'am starts, the Aam Aadmi Party does not really figure in this conversation. It's just about what BJP did and what the Aam Aadmi Party did is exactly what I have a problem with. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, how do you categorize the Congress's inclusion in the Delhi elections? Heydays, we have all grown up in Delhi. We have seen Sheila Dikshit's Delhi. The younger generation perhaps does not realize that the best era that Delhi saw was, like it or not, was under Sheila Dikshit and the Congress government at the center. But what's become of Delhi right now is obviously disappointing. It's dismal, it's abject. How does the Congress plan to in fact make a comeback in Delhi, and why haven't you used your previous reputation, the one I just enunciated for our audience and for the panelists as well, to come back into power? And where is Rahul Gandhi?
So there are a lot of questions. Thank you for honoring the legacy of Sheila Dikshit ji, and we have approached the Delhi common people, the electorate, with the same, what Sheila ji did. She actually turned around Delhi from a very clustered state to something called a world-class capital city, something called a greenest capital, a network of flyovers and metros. And what we just saw in the debate in the last 15 minutes has been this cat fight about, humne UCC laya, humne ye kiya, humne wo kiya, Lal Chowk pe chhanda. What we need to actually understand is, does Delhi deserve this cat fight? Does Delhi deserve this bickering? Aam Aadmi Party today released its manifesto, and very, very honestly, they said कि हमने 3 guarantees पूरी नहीं की हैं. Yamuna is still a sewage drain, nothing more than that, a sewage drain. We all are living in a gas chamber. The Sheila ji turned around Delhi to a greenest capital. We are just choking on Delhi air. And this was the same Arvind Kejriwal who promised a pollution-free Delhi, who promised मैं यमुना में डुबकी लगाऊंगा, who promised. But then I'll go back to the 2020.
Chalo, again, Dr. Pooja Tripathi, you're getting into what they did and what they did not. I want you to tell me, what is the Congress's plan?
I am answering you, Vinny. I'll just took out the 2020 manifesto of Aam Aadmi Party, the anti-corruption crusade through a Jan Lokpal bill. We saw how Shishmail worth 37 crores have been come up. We saw the liquor scam. We saw the 14 CAG reports accusing every leader of Aam Aadmi Party, left, right and center, of corruption. They promised a Swaraj bill for anti-corruption. They promised a Jan Lokpal. Then they promised for every sanitation worker that died under hazardous condition, they promised a 1 crore compensation. MCD in last 5 years have sent 70 files for compensation. Only 7 cases have been accepted and 1 compensation have been given. They talk about Kejriwal ki guarantee. Punjab government, the women of Punjab are still waiting for the 1,000 rupees promise that was promised in the Mahila Samman Rashi, and the guarantee has not been filled. They came up in the high promises of making Punjab drug-free, making Punjab terror-free, making it a safe and protected state. In the last 2 months, there have been 11 attacks on the police stations of Punjab government. Yesterday, Ambedkar ji's statue was, demolished on Republic Day of India, on the 76th Republic Day. Ambedkar ji's statue was demolished. This is the Punjab government. So Arvind Kejriwal promised 500 schools, 20 new colleges, every college in every Vidhan Sabha, 70 colleges, and we see nothing. We see the state of Mohalla clinics. It's not Congress or BJP accusing, it's the High Court, Delhi High Court Serene Committee's report that's saying that Mohalla clinics are nothing but a piece of garbage, and the health infrastructure of Delhi has completely collapsed. We see 3,000 metric tons of untreated waste being dumped on Delhi. आज जो ये बात कर रहे हैं कि हम यूरोप जैसी दिल्ली बनाएंगे, Delhi has been riddled with potholes, Delhi has been riddled with infrastructure goals, and this is the same Aam Aadmi Party, who promised us suns, moons and stars. So because we are talking about manifesto, I'll tell them this is, when we talk about Congress manifesto, we have promised 2,500 because we have delivered it in Telangana, we have delivered it in Himachal Pradesh, we have promised, and we are delivering the free bus ride for women in Karnataka, and the social audit reports give us promising results that women are getting back into the employment. Arvind Kejriwal talked highly of employment, and he talked about making workers permanent. Just one figures, 8,327 permanent driver positions were there under Sheila Dikshit government, which was reduced to 4,402, and 533 permanent conductors for position, and now they are just seven from 5,000 to 7. And now when you talk about employment, I think this is the people of Delhi, who are highly skilled, who are are motivated, but they deserve better. They deserve a government that does not erect a sheesh mahal over when the people are dying of oxygen, when the people are choking of oxygen. They deserve a government which talks about which talks about education. When 37 lakh students drop out from secondary education, why does Delhi figure in that? Sheila Dikshit, during the terms of Sheila Dikshit, we had 86% enrollment in school and just 15% in Arvind Kejriwal government. So Delhi deserves a pollution-free, pollution-free city.
Okay, one second. Manasvi has shown immense patience. I'm going to give him an opportunity to respond now. Manasvi, as a political analyst, once again, this is a very simple question. What does Delhi need at this point in time? Do we need this, scuffle between parties? Do we really need to get our hands dirty and wash our dirty linen in public and accuse what he said, did and he said and did not fulfill? What about the Delhi wala who's, inhaling this poisonous gas? What about the Delhi wala, who's damaging his spine riding on these roads? What about the Delhi wala who cannot stand the smell in Delhi because of all the kachra?
Thank you, Vinit, for raising the most pertinent questions on these issues, which has been neglected by all the political parties, and more specifically the blame game which is going on in Delhi since last 10 years. It is because of Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and no ownership has been taken by any political party, be it at the UT level, the Aam Aadmi Party, or at the central level, the BJP. None of them have taken up any ownership on that. When we remember Sheila Dikshit ji, and that kind of harmony between the center and the state relationships were very much pertinent there. There was no confusion. There were decision makings which were happening. But in the last 10, 11 years, what we have seen is there's utter conflict and confusion in the state of Delhi. People don't know what to do, what to say, how to get things well for people of Delhi. The questions are there. BJP blames Aam Aadmi Party blames BJP and the related states. But the reality is nothing on ground for the people of Delhi has been done. And that's the sad reality of the capital of our country, where the epicenter of the world, India, has the capital in such a bad shape, and there is no ownership and there is no decisive ownership that what we say is getting delivered in the times of today. While 5G is there, people don't forget the manifestos. When Aam Aadmi Party's manifesto is there, I have been the person who has been questioning BJP on their manifesto. When is Article 370 going to be a reality? When is UCC going to come out in play? But they are delivering, not immediately, but certainly they are delivering it. But when it comes to Aam Aadmi Party, from Yamuna cleaning to other things which they were supposed to do, and this was a political party which was believed to be a movement of change. This was a political party which thrashed Sheila Dikshit ji's legacy and came out that we'll be a new force which would be fighting the Indian politics, and anti-corruption crusader was Arvind Kejriwal. But today, after 10, 11 years, what are we seeing? We don't see that kind of momentum. We don't see, and it was the largest challenger to BJP, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2019. They thrashed Prime Minister Narendra Modi again in Delhi, while Prime Minister Modi came with a thumping majority in the central. They could stop him. But what now in 2020? I'm not 2019, 2020. In 2025, now the balls are completely on a different angle. The angle is completely against Aam Aadmi Party. This is going to be the toughest election for Aam Aadmi Party as the political force. Congress is fighting election. The vote back Aam Aadmi Party and Congress.
Okay, Dr. Nimir Rastogi, are you confident of coming back to power in Delhi? And if so, why would you exude this kind of a confidence, knowing that Delhi is not Delhi anymore?
Somebody was talking about taking ownership. So the ownership is absolutely clear. We are accountable. We are saying that these are the things that we promised to do, and you can question us afterwards. And in the last manifesto also, we had the confidence of saying that these are the three things out of which we have not done, which my colleague took it ballistically on that. Will Modi ji ever say that he was not able to deliver deposit 2 lakh rupees? So let's not get into the time wasting tactic. None of them have Delhi's specific budget because they have lost their connect with Delhi for last 10, 15, 27 years. So our connect with Delhi is good. Congress is living in the reflective glory of Sheila ji when Delhi was 1/4 of what it is and Delhi had different problems. So we are very, very confident, and that's why we are claiming for the 4th time, and you will see the results will surprise you, and this time you will see a different and improved Delhi.
Okay, Anuja, are the results going to surprise us? What does that mean to you? If the Aam Aadmi Party wins, is that going to surprise you?
No, she must win. Mungeri Lal ke Haseen Sabte. Who surprises who, we'll see. I think it is not she and me who's going to vote each other. It is the Janta.
But Anuja, let me also put a caveat to this question. They hold the BJP responsible for not being able to deliver in Delhi. You know, this tussle and this friction between the LG and the Aam Aadmi Party is, associated by the Aam Aadmi Party as the biggest hurdle in the development of Delhi. How do you respond to that?
I think they should be asking with whom they have a tussle. They have a tussle with recent LG. They had a tussle with the post LG. We have always been in, these areas around. Either sometimes we are in the center or we are in the opposition. We never had a tussle with any of the LGs. Aren't we in the Karnataka?
These thousands and crores of the schemes for Delhi have been
Nimiji, come on. All right. Okay, Nimiji.
By Bharatiya Janata Party.
Nimiji, let her make a point. Let her make a point.
Yes.
Don't interject.
Yes.
Please.
See, this is how it is happening. When BJP is speaking, the Aam Aadmi Party doesn't have an audacity.
Okay, I stopped. All right, go on, Anuja, go on.
So this is where, when we are talking about the LG, they are saying the Congress also was there with the BJP, and we have at least we talked together, and the things were been happening. So in Congress time also the things happen. So it is never the time when we see the backlash of the Aam Aadmi Party is facing now related to the LG. When you were spending rupees 1,073 crores on your advertisement, when you spend on your Sheesh Mahal, you talk about the LG, you talk about the things around. Where are you when you were giving 44,000 per month? Till for 10 years to the imams. Weren't you doing it at that time? So you are saying that we are not allowing you to do. So you believe that the LG has that power of saying that you do not do your work, where you have always been on the backlash of not providing what you could have done. Where the RTI is proof. The RTI proof from Delhi government proves that.
Okay, all right. Okay, we have a paucity of time. Anuja, you made your point. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, come in now. We have to wrap up now.
I think this, LG excuse is too much. Sheila ji ran Delhi for 17 years. She was
But then you had a double engine ki sarkar, right? So there was no problem. The LG is appointed by the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Vajpayee Sarkar too. She ran with BJP governor Bihari Vajpayee to Sarkar too. Vinith, I want to remind you, and they were never this thing. If LG says that you have to provide, if LG expert committee says you have to provide two alcohol licenses, and they go on to provide 34 alcohol licenses, I think that's what they want. They want concessions on. If LG says that this LG puts a CAG report out on the Sheesh Mahal erected, I think they need a concession on. The fact is, the Aam Aadmi Party has been the biggest failure that has been imposed on people of Delhi. In 2000, when they came first to power, when they came in, Arvind Kejriwal was running around with 70 pages ka main Sheila ji ko jail mein dalunga, main Sonia ji ko jail mein dalunga, and look who went to jail for the corruption charges. He hasn't put 70 pages.
Forget about putting them in jail. Now they are part of the India bloc. They are partners.
I am saying you cannot undo what Sheila ji did.
Okay, all right. All right, okay, we've run out of time, Pooja. Good points. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but I'm very, very sure we'll have a lot of opportunities to. Anuja, I'm sorry, we've run out.